So, this has been on my mind for a little while, and if you're anything like me, someone who reads obsessively, hoards books like a digital dragon, and occasionally mourns the loss of their childhood VHS collection, yes, I'm that old, by the way, that this video is for you. Let's talk about ebooks and physical books and movies and music and video games. Let's talk about ownership, memory, and why my generation, the Millennials, might have handed over something we can never truly get back. But also, let's not panic, let's go deep, maybe get a little nostalgic, and maybe poke fun at ourselves along the way. My name is Dove James, welcome to this episode of The Bald Book Geek, where we break media down in one form or another. Remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and tell me what you think. Patreon, memberships, and Substack are available if you want to support this weird little void on the internet. Okay, the truth about digital ownership. Let's get this out the way. When you buy an ebook, a movie, a digital game, and I say this in big fat capital letters, most of the time, not all of the time, you don't actually own it. You're renting access to it on a license, which sounds like legal jargon because it is, and that license can vanish. Companies can pull content, entire libraries disappear from platforms overnight. It's happened before, it will happen again. Amazon can delete your ebooks from your Kindle. Sony once removed movies people had paid for because of a licensing dispute. Nintendo shut down the old eShops, and suddenly those great games that you paid money for had now lost to time on aged hardware. Gone. So digital feels convenient until it isn't. Now here's where it gets kind of tricky. We do live in smaller spaces than ever before. I know not everyone's got a giant library room or a spare bedroom to dedicate to shelves of media. Hell, some people are working from a studio apartment and a fold-out bed. I get it. Physical media takes up space, and the algorithm feeds us this clean, sterile, millennial beige, where one white candle and a single houseplant are supposed to be enough joy for a lifetime. But books aren't clutter, albums aren't junk, and your DVD collection isn't a hoarding problem. It's a record of your taste, your history, a snapshot of who you were when you bought them. You might want to keep them, you might want to give them away, donate them, whatever. Here's something I've really been thinking about. The millennial, my generation, gave up physical media way too quickly. We jumped into digital first everything because we were sold the dream of access and convenience. Spotify would have every song, Kindle would have every book, Steam would have every game, Netflix would have everything you could ever watch. And that was a lie. Now everything is fragmented. Subscription fatigue is real. You're paying for Netflix, then paying for Amazon, and paying for PlayStation Plus, and none of it is truly yours. And worse than that, we gave up privacy. We traded ownership for convenience. We traded our data for it, and now we're drowning in targeted ads and algorithmic recommendations and personalized suggestions that mostly feel like they're more invasive than helpful. No, Amazon, I've already bought a new toilet seat. I don't need a recommendation for 50 more. Our consumer data is worth more to those companies than our actual money. That's simple. Now, let me be clear. I love ebooks. I make content about them. I read them constantly. You can store thousands of them on one device. You can highlight passages, look up words instantly, adjust the font size, because my eyesight is appalling. Carry them in your pocket, that's a miracle. But what if your account gets suspended? What if the publisher pulls the title? What if the company folds? You've got nothing. That's not fear-mongering, that's just the truth of digital licensing. So I always say this. Buy the ebook if you want, but if it's a book you love, a book you want to revisit, a book you want to own forever, get the physical copy. Let's be real with that, because it's the same with movies and music. I still buy physical books. Albums that I love, I still buy. And I still buy Blu-rays and DVDs of certain things that I love. Not everything. This isn't just about books. Try replaying an old PlayStation 3 game if you didn't download the patch before the server shut down. Or find an album that vanished off Spotify because of a label dispute. Or a movie you swore was on Netflix last month but now it's gone. We live in a time where entire parts of media history are quietly disappearing. And don't get me started on YouTube channels being wiped, or creators losing access to their own content because of copyright strikes, hacked accounts, or broken platforms. So what can we do? I'm not saying ditch digital completely. I'm not saying there's going to be some digital apocalypse where we have to hold everything and hope humanity survives so we have the knowledge of the future. That's not realistic. But what I am saying is be intentional. Support companies that sell DRM-free media. Sites like GOG Games, Bandcamp for music, the singer's website or band's website themselves. There are even ebook sellers that let you download DRM-free EPUBs and PDFs, totally legally, just less known. Feed Books is one of my personal favorites. And for that stuff you love, the stuff that matters to you, own a physical copy. Keep it, even if it lives in a box under your bed. Because one day, when everything is streamed and subscription only and fragmented behind 100 logins, the physical copy might be the only way you will ever see that again. I've got a nice sized house, not a mansion, not like a 12-bedroom estate, but a lot of space where I can breathe, stack my books, and reclaim the things that matter to me. But I know not everyone has that. Life is expensive, space is limited. But even just a little shelf, a shoebox to curate of your favorite physical things, a few albums, movies, it's worth it. It's yours. So yeah, that's what's been on my mind. Let me know how you feel about it in the comments. Have you started buying physical media again? Have you lost access to something digital you paid for? I'd love to hear your stories. And if you're new here, subscribe, like this video, join my Patreon, YouTube memberships, or Substack for exclusive content you won't get anywhere else. And I'm going to say thanks for watching. Go touch some up books today, or at least back up your library. Something.